Could be a mixture of everything. I mean, I doubt it though, but you know. I mean, the real question is the market about to retrace from here? That's the question. Or will we see a push higher? That's the question. Are we about to see a move lower? Because we had a, I mean, well, okay, so we're about to see a move lower. See what they do right here. Actually, my stop is exactly where I wanted to get in at. All right, that was not hmm. That was a mistake. Or not a mistake, but potentially I wanted to get in at R1. But we'll see. See if it'll give me a break even a little. And we'll see what happens here. All right. There goes that first target right there. Let's see if we can get that. It would have been nice to get that second one hit before, you know, retracement, because the first and second one, that's the ones that I kind of want to get hit quick. So the last two, those what I would consider runners. And if I can get those first two hit, if price comes back to break even, I can scale into more and do it again. But those first two targets need to get hit. All right, cool. All right, cool. What I could do. What I guess I could do is I mean, we probably might see 910. I mean, this probably might be the end of it. This might be the end of it right here. Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I mean, we could see this thing drop. Or we could see this thing pop. Right now, we're in neutral gamma, so we should expect a range day today. Hold on a second. Yeah, so we're in neutral, where we got positive and negative gamma. So I wouldn't expect too much today. Let's see what we're doing with the PPI today. All right, let's get that third target hit. Come on, ES, you can hit it. Oh my God, yes. All right. Let's see what happened today with PPI. Fucking mission just completely dead. I mean, it does it all the time, though. I mean, it's not like this is nothing new. So it looks like it's having a hard time breaking out of this range. I think what I'll do here. No, I'll close. I mean, I'll leave one to run. I'll leave one to run. I bought some 0 DTEs. They're up about 40%. So, freaking ES, man. Come on. Come on, man. Come 2 points. I was like, don't do that to me, man. Just hit that target. Damn, don't do that to me. Surprised my stop hasn't popped up yet. All right, so I guess. All right, man. All right, so at this point. All right, if she does that thing again, I'm just gonna take this third target. Oops. She does it again. I'll give. That does it like a double top right there. That. Oh my God. Dude, that's not fair. No, that's not fair. I wanted to get in right here. That's where I really wanted to get in right here. Let's see if it'll let me do it. Let's see if we can get a range breakout here. Because they held that they held the trend. They held it. So okay. So I mean, this was a good move. We're up about 2,400 right now on this move. I'm just gonna trail this as best as possible. Gonna let it trail. Because I mean, we could see a reversal, but you know what? I'm gonna close this last contract. All right, that's fine. That's fine. We're about. So no, that's not what I want. All right, so I'm gonna close this last 0 DTE. All right. All right, so. All right, I'm going to go back in the sim. That's decent for this price action. We was able to get a scale into this, which I enjoy. I'm glad that I was able to recognize that they was holding this trend, and I was able to get a little bit extra money in this. Last night, if you was with me last night, man, this was such a perfect entry right here. That 874 level that we talked about last night. This was a perfect entry. I wish I was up for this, or I wish I was in front of my screen for this, because I would have caught this massive move up. And this was the news. So kind of like what we talked about previously in a previous stream, that the news just gets to where it needs to go faster. I mean, I'm not scared of trading the news, because I've seen time and time again that the news does not overshoot levels of support and resistance. It taps perfectly into it and it shoots right back up. So, yeah, I'm glad that we saw that. And last night we talked about, well, we talked about 935. It missed it by 10 points. I was looking at 935 for the Nasdaq to come back down into, but 944 I guess is close enough. And that does look like we could see signs of a reversal. Well, I mean, I'll give this. I mean, it's not like I didn't make my money today. So all in all, we had 2 great call outs last night on stream. Yeah. Shit. Right there. All right, so let's see what the what it does here. This could hold. Now, I do have so in my other accounts, I do have some limits sitting at around 850, I think. I got some limits sitting at 850. I mean, obviously I would hope that we don't see a big move down like that, but I got limits sitting there. We might. I mean, I don't see it. I don't see it happening. I mean, we got VWAP and we got the 200 EMA right here. I'm pretty sure. Okay, so let me. All right. It's obvious that the bears are trying to short this, but okay, so there's the short right there. That's the short. Okay, well, there it is. I was like, all right. That's the short. But we got VWAP and the 200 EMA right here. I guess they have to hold this. I mean, as long as they don't lose. My bearish instincts is telling me that we're going to see a drop. But I guess my mind is saying, why would that make sense? Like, why are we going to see a drop? I mean, we touch higher levels of resistance, obviously. I mean, we're here. And this is the level that we was looking at yesterday on stream that we could potentially see them reject that. And we're already seeing the rejection. I mean, it's perfect. They rejected perfectly off that level. The question is, are they going to hold it? I mean, that's the question. I mean, are we going to see the bears hold this level and we see them actually get a reversal here? I doubt it. I doubt it. Because you can see that the bulls are buying it right here. I mean, they're buying all the dips right there. But we have to respect the fact that we are at a level of resistance. So I do think that we will get a rejection here. I do feel that the bulls will probably find support somewhere in this area. And the bulls are going to make an attempt for that level again. And if we can get a breakout above that level, a retest, and the bulls show conviction and buy it, then we can start seeing higher prices. But the bulls got to get through this first. So Core W, hey, what's up, Jonathan? What's up? Investor Z. So how do I go about my entries? I just um uh, mm, hmm. I guess I know it visually, but I got to think about it when I explain it. So kind of like last night. What we did last night on stream was identify areas of potential support and resistance. We did that last night on stream where we looked back in time. We saw where there was already conviction from both sides of the market. Last night we got this range because we saw that 907 was a low of day. We saw that the market rejected here, so we created a line. And we saw that there was a lot of support here around 918, 970. So this was a range that we created to pay attention to, that if price were to come back into this area, we want to see a bearish reaction. And this is the higher time frame. This is a 1000 tick chart on the ES. The reason why I took the long that I took today was because I saw it's small, but I saw like a kind of like a head and shoulders pattern where you got the market bouncing up, you got the market breaking that structure, and then coming back and kind of retesting that area. And once I saw a bullish pin, because it's kind of like it's a bunch of layers. First I look at the structure, then I look at the candles itself. And once I saw that they were buying, I will say that I really was looking for 588 to go long, but once I saw that they were buying in this area, I just went long. All right, so there goes that drop. So, I mean, we're getting a rejection from supply. We could see a break of this low of 874, and I could see my 850 limit order get tapped. Could see 850 getting tapped. Yeah, the way that this thing is looking, we might we might actually get that rotation lower. Or we could get 61. Yeah, that could get tapped today. We could see 51. We could. This thing looks like it's about to break down. We got the 200 EMA coming up, which is kind of like the golden zone as well. When it comes to the Nasdaq, I use structure, but at the same time, I rely more on these fib levels than anything else because of just how erratic the Nasdaq is. I use more previous levels and structure with the ES. That's how I prefer to trade both of these. I mean, they're gonna probably buy it at the 200 EMA. Let's see. but I doubt it because we're leaving an area of resistance. We'll see. Then we got the 9 o'clock algo coming up. There's a lot of value in that. Yeah, it's last night's stream. And it's towards the end of it that we talked about. We kind of just looked at, I mean, we do the streams every night. So I do the NA meetings, which is kind of like a quick look at these areas, make your own decisions, see how the market reacts, and if you feel comfortable, take the trade. That's the whole point of those NA meetings, is to just identify areas of potential support and resistance and where we can see a reaction from the market. That's the whole point of those videos. We get on stream, we try to find setups that we can potentially hold into the New York session or get our targets hit. It doesn't matter. But I mean, that's just the whole point of that stream at night. And obviously this stream is the New York session. And we're just using the information that the market provides overnight. And we just trade the setups. So we earn money over here. We earn our money over here. It's not a signal channel. It's nothing like that. We just look at the structure and we make our decisions and we accept whatever happens. And just for anybody new, I made a rule this year that I'm only trading the Nasdaq and the sim because I get the gambling in the Nasdaq. We all know why. So I trade the sim and the Nasdaq. It's not like I don't take the good setups or trades. It's just that you know how that shit goes. So, all right. Right, that was the excitement for right there. So we didn't touch 935 on the Nasdaq last night. I wonder if it's going to want to come back and try to take the liquidity underneath this low. I wonder if that's what the market is about to do. We could see, so for the ES, we could see them run that low. We could see them touch 68, 65, but the 200 EMA is sitting right there. It's sitting right there. Or what chart is this? Oh no, on the higher time frame. So let's see what they do here at this low. Yeah, I mean, this is a bunch of liquidity right here. It's a bunch of liquidity right here. Let's see. All right, so let's see. Let's see if the market comes back into this area. I mean, it'll surprise me if they just break through this area. It will definitely surprise me. But then we also got CPI tomorrow as well. We also got CPI. So, oh yeah, I forgot to show that. So CPI, I think we're back to bad news being good news again for the rate cuts. Everything came under expectation this week. So producer price index year over year, it came in 0.1% under expectation. This came in 0.3% under expectation. Energy, and this thing came in at 0%. That's crazy. Whatever the hell that means. Month over month came over a 0.1% under expectation. They usually seem to, every time there's inflationary data that comes out, there's always a Fed speaker right after it. Good morning, Alfred. Mm. Oh, yeah, I'm going to leave my limits there at 50. I'm going to leave it there. I do feel that. I mean, that should have been. Let's see what they do at this 200 EMA right here. Because technically, we got a break of structure right here. That's technically where our break of structure is. Let's see if they reject it from there. So you got the break of structure right here. You got the 200 EMA. You have VWAP right above it. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Yeah, I got those free accounts too. I haven't used them yet. I guess I should use them. You saying that you got the free accounts, but it's not showing your trades. What do you mean by that? It's not showing your trades. All right, let's see what happens here. Let's see if we see a rejection right here. Mm. Okay. So far, so good. So far, so good. Uh, yeah, I haven't. I guess I might as well, I better use it before they charge me for it. Cause like we get like 1 month free, and then uh like those accounts are $100. I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, I'm definitely not gonna let that rebill. Those accounts are like $100 for what? These charts ain't that. I mean, it ain't that damn special. Damn. Damn. All right. Well, there goes some stops. Okay. Yeah, I guess it just didn't work out this time. Yeah. All right. All right. Yeah, I guess the Bulls said that they weren't done yet. Well, a retest of this level. Now I know that I can go long. Since they're not going to short right here, then they're going to go long right there then. Or I could have been just a little bit too early on the it might have been too early on the short, but all right, there it goes right there. I was too early on the short, I think. Man, if they break through this range, then I'm gonna have to rethink everything because I'm thinking that the market wants to, if not take out pre-market's low, and that's what I thought it was going to do, but it didn't do that. Kind of bounced right there. I mean, I should have known, honestly. Should have thought about that. Thought about that once I saw it. Yeah, probably like 88, probably kind of like where I was targeting earlier today. possibly. Because I mean, if we got that stop run, I probably might have to flip long here. Probably get out of this short and probably flip long in this area right here. Because they didn't, the bears did not come. Well, they did. They tried, and they got stopped out. They tried to short it, and they got stopped. The Nasdaq is in the same situation right now where it could potentially reject here, but I don't short the Nasdaq. I only go long on the Nasdaq. Mm. All right, so let's see what they do here. Because if they break this high, that means the market is trending. If they break through that high. Okay. All right. If we don't see a rejection here, then that means that the market wants to go higher. And I'm gonna have to start looking for longs. Nice fake out by the market though. That was a nice fake out. Yeah, you gotta start doing that. So let's see if this thing will give me break even at least. Let's see. Oh shit. Oh, god damn, what the hell was that? Yo, what? What was that? Oh, wow. I guess the market was like, psych, psych. Wow, what the hell was that? Damn. Okay. I mean, it gave me break even. I mean, I'm still at break even. I could take it, but after a candle like that, I mean, I don't know. That looks like a nice, good old confirmation candle to me. That looks like a confirmation candle to me. Hmm. Yeah. I mean, even if, I mean, these bears, this is why being a bear just, it doesn't feel good. And It didn't feel good in 2024, and it looks like it doesn't feel good in being in 2025. Shorts are just super stressful for no reason. I mean, even if you get your targets hit on a short, it feels like you've been in it for like 100 years. All right. Okay. All right. It seems like the bulls are they're just buying this thing, man. Yeah. Okay. Well, I guess it gave me break even. I guess I could have taken it, but I thought the bears were going to do a lot more with that candle, but they didn't. I thought they were going to do a lot more with that. Okay. The bulls completely took that back. All right. I thought they were going to do a lot more with that candle. Yeah, this thing is going to break out and I already know it. So I'm not going to sit here and play with this. Probably have to buy into my own stop again. We'll see. I might have to buy into my stop here. We'll see what happens. Yeah, it was looking like I'm going to have to buy into my stop here. Okay. Because if they don't hold this, then this is going to turn into support. Yeah, I'm gonna probably buy. Yeah, I'm gonna have to probably buy into my stop here. Or maybe not. Let's see. Or maybe not. Yeah, you can see that the trend indicator right here is saying that this is where the stops are. I guess we've been through this so many times that. Oh shit! Ah, damn. Okay. All right. All right. So Tesla is super positive right now, and this. I mean, obviously, I mean, there's rumors that Elon Musk can potentially buy TikTok. Man, if Elon Musk were to own well, if TikTok were to sell it to Elon Musk and Twitter, yeah. Obviously, Tesla is in super positive gamma right now. The gamma is super positive here. Um, uh, if this ain't financial advice, but looks like the biggest gamma level on Tesla right now is 440. If we can get a move, I mean, I'm pretty sure that Tesla's going to potentially revisit 405, maybe. But long-term 440 calls, we don't know how long it's going to take for them to hit it, but it could hit. That's not financial advice for nothing. Let's see, because let's see what they're doing at the end of this month. So they're buying Tesla calls. They're buying 415 calls on Tesla right now. So they're buying. They're sweeping calls. They're sweeping them. Take off the weeklies. Let's see that. Let's see that. And they're super sweeping calls for January 24. Or that, I mean, my bad, that's a put. They're buying 450 calls. That's a block. Actually, let me see if I can kind of. I don't know. Let's see the calls. Sweeps. That's what I meant to do. Seriously. There no record. Okay. I'm not gonna. Okay. I'll figure that out later. All right. All right. So I mean, we got a double top right here. So we should see that move down. Why is this not working? Yeah, that was definitely the confirmation candle right there. That was definitely the confirmation candle. Them coming back and just shorting the top of this candle right here. Yeah. So what am I doing wrong with this? What am I doing wrong? So if I just put sweeps only, I just want to see the sweeps. Just want to see the sweeps. All right, I got this thing to work. I don't know why I was acting like that before. All right, so. I don't think Tesla's getting a 500 though. That's crazy. That would be crazy. 450. I mean, I don't know. So I don't know what the heck this is. Why anybody thinks that by the end of this week Tesla's getting a 450. But I mean, I guess it could. I guess it could. Let's actually look this. Okay, I mean, I guess it could. Yeah, I appreciate that, Core W. I mean, I guess it could. I mean, let's look at it. Let's see. I mean, if they're cheap, I mean, if it's cheap, I'll buy it. Oh, never mind. 450 calls are fucking expensive. Or never mind. That's for No. Tesla has earnings coming up? January 29th. Oh, no wonder why. Tesla has earnings coming up. January 29th, Tesla has earnings. 450 calls on Tesla right now are like $5 for next week. This week, 450 calls are still expensive at $2. Dude, that's a gamble. 3 days, you're spending $2 on 450 calls. I mean, if they work, they work, but that's expensive for a gamble. Well, I guess it depends on what's expensive for you. That's expensive for me. I don't like spending a lot of money on options. I just don't. I just prefer to spend $10, maybe $20 at max and let the call go on the money. So I think that was probably the move. I think I need to actually get out of this because I don't think it was a coincidence that the market came right back to that level right here and bounced where it became resistance and it's now acting as support. We'll see though. But if we see a break below this low again, I'm adding to this short. I'm adding to it. I'm scaling into it if we see a break below it again and they hold. Mm. Okay. All right. So let's see. I'm gonna add to this if I see a break. All right. I'm gonna add to this right. I'm adding to that. Let's see if I made a mistake here because it looks like they broke it and they wicked. That's what it looks like it just did. But we'll see. All right. Looks like it's so far. It was a great add-on so far. Let's see if we can get some of these targets here. It touched that 888 level that I was looking at earlier. I wonder if this is going to be if I made a mistake. I'm gonna trail my stop on this one. We'll see. I'll put it at break even +1 because we might get a bounce here. We'll see. You know what? I'm actually gonna put this. Just gonna put this right above right there. We'll see. I'll put my stop exactly back where it's at. I'm not gonna get scared here, but yeah, that actually we'll see. My concern is just this level right here. I mean, if we can see a break below this level, then I won't be as concerned. But I just remember that 888 level was level I was looking at earlier. Let me actually look at SPY real quick. Look at SPY. I mean, is it gonna do it again? All right, so we got to break out to the downside with Tesla. Tesla broke down to the downside. Yeah. Okay. Okay. If we get a strong close here, I'll get out at break even. If we get a strong close of this candle. Because yeah, I think that 88 level is going to be, this is probably where we're going to see a long if we don't break it. Yeah, because you can see that they're buying it here. Every time it goes into this area, they're buying it, they're buying it, they're buying it. Just need to see that break. All right, so that's the plan. If we see a strong bullish engulfing candle, I'll get out. But I won't get out until I see that candle. Okay, so we, oh shit, never mind. Oh, have they? Yeah, these pivot points, man. If you don't have these on your chart, you're really cheating yourself. These pivot points, I've come to learn to respect them because they're there for a reason. Oh man, they're there for a reason. They are definitely there for a reason. Yeah, Core W. I do like, yeah, like I said, I believe that this should go down, but it's just pivot point right here that I'm fighting against. Because I mean, this is the ES. I mean, on the Nasdaq, yeah, okay, yeah. I mean, she does crazy ass shit like that all the time. But with the ES, the question that you always ask yourself is, where are the bulls or the bear going to go? I mean, they've already failed. They failed there. We got a trend line there. But technically, I mean, let's see. I mean, that wouldn't really make sense right there. That wouldn't make sense. I mean, this trend line will be the only one that makes sense. There we go, baby. All right. Technical analysis for the win. That's what the fuck we're talking about, baby. Let's go. All right. Yeah, because it's like, where they gonna go? Where the bulls gonna go? I mean, you got this support line. You got a trend line. They got to literally break above this level right here to do something. And once the bears fail, or once one side of the market fails, we're not saying that it's not impossible. But on the ES, it's I'm not going to say it's impossible, but it's highly unlikely for it to happen. NNBR? NNBR? What the hell is that? NNBR. What the hell is that? What's that? What's that? What's that? What's that? Oh, all right. It's hard for the other side of the market to come back without going to an area of support first. But technically, this is an area of support for the bulls, so they could be buying it here. That's my only concern. Once we break this level, then I know my other targets are going to get hit. I know it. It's just that this area right here, it just needs to break this level, this area of support. But if it gets above, because all the stops right now on the ES are right here. All the stops are above this high, but the trend indicator is saying that the stops are right here. But I know better. The stops are above these highs right here. So if the market taps this, and then I'm gonna have to flip long. But I believe in the structure. I think we're going down. Yeah. Yeah, I think Asia will break too. But I would definitely pay attention to how the market reacts. Ooh, there we go. There we go. So this was a great add-on right here. Great freaking add-on. Great add-on. Great fucking add-on, baby. Let's go. Great add-on. Great add-on, baby. Let's go. Let's go. That's all we needed was that break. Now we got that stop run. That's all we needed was right there. That's it. Let's go, baby. We're up at like, all right. Great add-on. We did get a little bit of heat right here. If it wasn't for this confirmation candle, I would have got out. If it wasn't for this candle, because this is a classic confirmation candle right here. When you see candles like this, you don't trade against it, because 9 times out of 10 you will fail. You see a confirmation candle like that. Let me get my stops. I should trail this though. But I mean, I'm good. It's like, where the bulls gonna go? The bulls, they ain't got nowhere to go. I mean, when on the ES, the next place they got to go to is Asia low, but we're gonna probably break that. We're gonna probably break that. And if I see a break, I'm gonna add some more to this damn thing, because I know the stops are underneath here. I know there's stops here. I mean, there was enough buying. There was enough buyers here to not only push this thing up once, but there was more right here to push it up twice. There's stops here underneath this low. We're going to see a stop run. But at the same time, we also have to respect the fact that this could potentially be a trap down here as well. So we just have to really see how the market reacts when it gets here, when it runs it. So if it runs it and then it gets bought right back up, then you know that that's a trap and you should go long. But if we get a break and we get something like this, like that confirmation candle right there, another confirmation that we're going short, then I'm going to add to this position. So we'll see. Yeah, they probably will, because we got CPI tomorrow. We got CPI. So the market is definitely going to try to set itself up for that move higher, for sure. There we go, baby. There we go. There we go. All right, so yeah, I think I'll take off one now. I'll take one off. I'll leave 2. All right. I'm cool with that. All right, so let's see what they're going to do here. We got both the 21 right here We got the 50 right there, and we got the 200. Let's see what the bulls are going to do here. I mean, they got their stops ran right here. So let's see if we're going to see a form of rejection potentially right here. We're going to see. Usually when the one side of the market gets their stops ran, it's kind of 9 times out of 10, it's going to get resold, because you're going to have people that held it. They're going to want to get out at break even 9 times out of 10. So I use the 21, the 50, and the 200. Those are the only EMAs that I use. I used to use the 9, but me personally, and this is my own opinion, I'm not saying that it does not work, but I find the 21 EMA to be very accurate. I find that on any market, if you put the 21 EMA on it, 9 times out of 10, the market respects that more than any other EMA on the chart. That's my opinion. And that opinion is based on what I've seen the market. And as an example, you can see on the ES, it respects it. On the Nasdaq, I mean, it'll trend off the 21 EMA. It respects it. Gold and CL definitely respects it. Gold, CL. You can honestly, the only EMA you really kind of need on your chart is the 21. I like to use the 50 and the 200 kind of as, okay, so if they break the 200, the 21, let's see what they do at the 50. Let's see what they do at the 200. The 200 is actually another EMA that you should have on your chart. The market respects that. I think the 200 EMA is I mean, the market has been using that EMA for so long. The market just reacts to the 200 EMA. For whatever reason, that's the EMA that the market just loves. So I might have got stopped out of that play, or I'm very close to getting stopped out. But all in all, I mean, it was a good trade. We're up 4K. We're up about 6K on the day. We could have had more. Obviously, we took more profits down here, but hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. All right, so I got stopped out of that. That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. But that was a great trade, though. Great use of technical analysis. Great use of understanding where the stops are, understanding where the other side of the market could potentially gain the advantage. I was really watching this level like a hawk, because I knew that as soon as if we broke this level, then we was going to get this drop. And as soon as we broke it, we got that stop run higher. But the bulls came back and they bought it. So we could see higher. We could see higher. We'll see. Or we could just see the market trade in a range, honestly. I mean, the market's been trending so often, we just expect it to trend, but it could just range. Got this. I got this little area right here. So let's see what they do here. We could see them kind of get up to the 898. But so so we really went through that. All right, so if the market will come back down here, I'll try it long. I'll try. Why not? Because if they use this area right here, because I mean they swept the liquidity underneath it. The bears failed to knock this thing down. They got their stops ran. I mean, technically, this could be a follow-up short. Technically. But I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try. We'll see. We'll see how this candle closes. We'll see. We get a strong green candle, I'm gonna buy it. We get a strong green candle in this area, I'm buying it. Because technically that could be the follow-up short right there. And I probably should have went short right back right here, honestly. Got the market grinding down. They came back. They swept that liquidity right there. All right, let's see how this candle closes right here. All I'm looking for is a strong close. Because if they hold this, then we're going back up higher. All right. I'm buying. My only concern in this position is that the 200 and the EMA is right here. The 200 and the VWAP is right there. But I mean, they're holding this area, so they're holding it. So that's why I took the long. And we'll see. And I don't mind selling into my stop if I have to. All right, so we'll see what happens here. All right, so yeah, Alfred, I heard that. Well, yeah, that's why, like I said, I don't like take profit trader. So apparently they just changed one of their dinosaur rules, or they got rid of it. I didn't know that they were still doing that. If you hit your daily loss limit, you lose your account. How do you dude? How do people trade like that? I mean, obviously, Alfred, you've been successful, but that's just so much to think about. It's so much to think about. You got to think about not hitting your daily loss limit, and then you got to also worry about your trailing drawdown. Dude, how does that work? Because I mean, if you have your trailing drawdown, that means you really have to, you really have to manage your, you really have to manage your position. Okay, so, all right, I might have to sell into my stop here. So this was probably a follow-up short. I should have trusted my instincts on this one. All right, yeah, I probably have to sell into my short. There you go. All right. Unless they try to fake me out right here. There you go. What happened to this? When it comes to the Nasdaq and the ES, It really depends. The ES this year has been moving. The ES is making Nasdaq type moves, but still staying true to technical analysis. I'm comfortable trading a lot of size with the ES. I am not comfortable trading a lot of size on the Nasdaq because of the whippiness. And that's due to the Nasdaq's nature of being a low volume instrument. I probably should have took it. Okay. All right. It bounced right at that area. It bounced right at that freaking area. I should have took it. And that's one of the things that I don't like about the ES sometimes as well, is that you're hoping that, man, this time it'll break the structure this time, but the ES doesn't just break structure. It requires a lot of price action for it to break structure. So if the ES is moving exactly like the Nasdaq, I would trade the ES over the Nasdaq any day. If the ES goes back to trading in a 4-point range and it only makes like 15-point days, top bottom, 15 points, then I'll go back to the Nasdaq. I'm not an investor. I'm a day trader. I'm not here to wait 20 days for my targets to get hit. I want my targets hit now. I'm a day trader. So it's like, if it's not hitting my targets, then I don't want to trade it. Yeah, I think this thing is trying to give me an out here and I'm just not taking it. It's trying to give me an out and I'm not taking it. It's trying to give me an out and I'm not taking it. Because it bounced right at that area of support. And then it bounced at that 200 EMA on the higher time frame chart. All right, man. I have to probably. All right, ES. Well, it's not the ES fault. It's my fault. I should have got out. I should have got out when it touched that. When it touched this area of support. It looks like it wants to bounce now. It looks like it now. We've had a deep enough pullback. It touched an area of support. And there's buying here. I think that might have been the deep pullback right there. All right. All right. If this thing gives me break even before it stops me out, I'll take it. But by the time you're ready to take the break even, it's going to touch your stop. That's just how this market likes to work. All right. All right. Well, I was up 4K. Now I'm only up $100. All right. And if this thing just stopped me out, well, Mm. Mm. All right. Good one, market. Good one. Nice joke. The market likes to play that joke. Okay. That was a nice joke. What I should have noticed, kind of reflecting back on that trade, was that uh, we saw that rejection at 888. Looking back on that trade. Mm. Mm. Yeah. Yeah, I think we go up. I do think that the market is trying to get down to at least this area of liquidity down here. I do think that this is where the market is trying to go. Um, if we don't get there today, as we can potentially get there tomorrow with CPI. But I would find it hard to believe that price will trade through this area with all this liquidity right here. I would find it hard to believe that the market just shoots through that without no bounce. That's too much liquidity right here. That's too much unfilled orders for this thing to just slice through that. So we'll see what happens. I mean, we'll make it back, man. All right. So yeah, it's ranging between these pockets of liquidity. That's all it's doing right now is just ranging. I mean, if I do think that this thing keeps going down because where is it going to go? I mean, we got the rejection right here. Yeah, I think we continue to go down. All right. But kind of going back to my question about the question about the Nasdaq and the ES. Like I said, the ES has been moving. Now, oh, I hope this type of movement is here to stay on the ES, because if it is, you can make your money in 10 points with ES. You got 2, 3, 4 minis. 10 points is kind of all you need. But it's been moving past 10 points and giving you opportunities to get 15, 20 points on the ES. I got something. I just got alerted for something. Nvidia is less than, oh shit, Nvidia is less than 130. We might see Nvidia go to 125. We could see Nvidia go to 125. Nvidia is less than 130. All right, so if Nvidia touches 125 today, I'm buying calls. That's not financial advice. That is not financial advice, but I'm buying calls. That should touch 125. I am buying calls. Like they're getting ready for a potential Trump pump. All right, so Nvidia. So if this thing is less than 126, I want to be alerted for that. All right, so Nvidia is less is at almost it's less than 130 right now, or it's at 130. My bad. On Nvidia, it was yesterday. It was 125, but it looks like now the gamble's at 120. I'm still getting 125 calls, or once price is 125, I'm buying calls. I might look at Nvidia before the market closes today and get long-term calls on this damn thing. Dude, I'm not gonna lie, that is frustrating because we was in this short. It's just that I should have paid attention to my stop. I should have just paid attention to my stop. I should have probably put it up higher, but I was in 8 mini contracts and yeah. But unfortunately it chose the bounce and yeah. So, I mean, that's just something else I'm just gonna have to take a mental note of. We was trading in the right direction. It's just that for whatever reason, it chose the bounce. I mean, it did bounce in an area of support, but it bounced high enough to stop us out and go in our direction. So it happens. It's a part of the game. It happens. We took our pre-market low. We took pre-market low out though. So now I'm thinking that I'm gonna get so I got limits sitting at 852. We'll see if those get, oh shit. Oh shit. I got my limit sitting at 852 to go long on ES. Damn, look at that short. And we was in it too, man. All right. All right, here it comes. We'll see what happens here. We'll see what happens here. And that's, yeah, she did a little bit late. All right. So Investor C says he's been short since 1998. Yeah, good short, man. 2098. God damn, look at that short. All right. We'll see if we'll get that bounce. I said I got my limit sitting right here. 52.75. Yeah, I highly would doubt that they would run through that. I mean, like I said, I mean, they could just find support in this range right here. They could. But I find it hard to believe that they'll run through all this and just run this without a bounce. The Nasdaq though, I would look for, so if you're in this short on the Nasdaq, I would look to take profits around 850, 860, 850, 860, somewhere in this area. Because of this range of liquidity right here. I mean, honestly, you should be trailing your stop anyway. But we could see a potential move down to 7 to this range of liquidity down here. Probably around S4, 803, potentially coming back into this range. We had point of control at 770 yesterday. 770 yesterday. Usually point of control are great areas to get out of your positions, or at least take some of it off. We had a value area high yesterday at 834, and we had the low at 745. So this is a great range to be looking to take some profit off. You said, what do I use to see buyers and sellers? I don't. So the only thing that I look at is just the candles itself. That's it. I don't have any software. I mean, this right here, this indicator right here kind of tells you if people are buying and selling and stuff like that right here. So you can kind of see it. Like, yeah, I think you need to be looking for around like plus 10s, plus 15s and stuff like that. This is called tick strike. And you can see when this thing is glowing green, you can see where people are buying, putting their money at. But I just use the candles. I'm purely a technical trader. I like to have these indicators to kind of let me know if I'm on the right side or if there's buying or selling and stuff like that. But for the most part, I'm just looking at areas of liquidity and how the market reacts once it gets there. Just keep it simple. Use fib levels on the Nasdaq from for the levels. I just use this is a Fibonacci retracement. I just color the 618 and the 21%. That's all this is. There's nothing special. It's a fib retracement. And I use these levels on the Nasdaq to let me know where price is and if I should potentially go long or short in that area. But we got that bounce in that area. Yeah, I would have found it hard to believe if this thing just cut clean through it without a bounce. All right, so we did get that break though. I mean, the market might want to come back to that. The market might come back to S1 though. We'll see. We'll see what happens. There it is, right there. Whoop, there it is. Whoop, there it is. Ugh. Technically, I mean, it's right there as well. So we got like two of these damn things. Oh my god. Oh my god, bro. Oh my god. It was right there. Oh, I missed it. I missed it. And I was like a 14-point move though. A 14-point move up. Yeah, so from the bottom to the top, that was, I mean, so far, that's about like a 12, 13-point move up. So far. Oof. Nvidia bounced at 130 again. Nvidia bounced at 130. Let's look at the Nvidia calls again. Let's look at that. Look at Nvidia calls. All right, so let's see what how much they talking about for the rest of the week. So if you were to get January 17 Nvidia calls, if you were to get the calls, I mean, but yeah, like I said, I would wait until 120, 120, well, not 120, 125 on Nvidia. So 140 calls would be 30 cents. Mm. So that's SPY video. 115 puts on Nvidia, huh? 115 puts. Let's look at SPY puts real quick because I saw something in the flow. I saw something in the flow that I was like, well, I mean, if it gets there, I mean, if it's cheap, I'll buy it. I mean, I don't mind buying cheap options, cheap lottery tickets. I don't mind it. But I'm not going to put, like I said, 200 or 300 or $50 on an option contract. I just don't care to do that. I mean, even the puts are kind of expensive. Well, the market's going down, so the calls will be cheap. What is it? Next week is January 21st. And then the market is, I think we have a half day on the 20th as well. We have a half day on the 20th. I don't think I mean, with the Trump pump, anything is possible. So I don't know. All right. So yeah. So I'm waiting for, all right. So let me set an alert for 27 because there's that low right there. That low right there at 26. So 25, they might get a liquidity run underneath that low and we might see a move right back up. So, and we might see a move up to like I said, 140. 140 might be the target if this thing is just going to range back and forth. So we'll see. I'm going to set an alarm for, actually, I'm going to set it for 26. less than 26. I'll probably put like 27 because I'm not going to miss this move on Nvidia. Less than 127. So if I get this alert, I'm buying calls, or I'm going to look to buy calls. All right. So anything less than 127, I'm going to get alerted. Hmm. 79.80. Okay. Yeah. Okay. If I can get into this, I'm going to buy, and I'm going to target that breaker structure if I can get into it. If it would be so merciful to come back and fill my order. Yeah. All right. That's the one thing. If this is a lesson, this is why you trust the charts and not your heart. I mean, we talked about it. They was not going to trade through all that without a bounce. But with all this momentum going down, I figured that, well, maybe we'll probably get a bounce, but not what I'm looking for. And sure enough, I'm getting exactly what I thought that it would happen. Trust the charts, not your heart. Okay, so let's see. So let's see if I was right in trusting this. I'm going to reduce my risk a lot on this because I think this thing will probably keep pumping, and then we'll probably get to the 200 EMA and we'll probably see a rejection. If this ain't fake out. Let's see. Mm. Because they're not gonna just drop it here. Just gonna drop it, or maybe they will. Actually, let me look at something else. Let me turn this off. Look at something else, because I was like, well, because I was looking at it and I was like, yeah, that was the giveaway right there. Yeah, it actually it did that, didn't it? Kept going lower. Yeah, and then it kept going lower. Keep down. Let's see. It didn't do that here. Hmm. I mean, if this is a real move higher, then price should not go underneath this low. So let me just do that. I'm gonna get faked out here. And this is another good thing about trading the ES over the Nasdaq. You know exactly where you need to get out at. You can't even lie to yourself on the ES. You can if you want. You'll just be punished for it every time. 864. The ES will punish you for lying to yourself every time. She doesn't like that. She wants you to be true to yourself. The Nasdaq will encourage you to lie to yourself and hope. The ES, you play them games, you'll find out. So price should not go underneath this low. And I'm not talking about like wicking and then going back up. We're talking about trading, closing candles underneath this low. If this is a real move back up to rebalance some of these higher areas of resistance. And we can see that people got their stops right there. They got their stops right there. So that was a good call out and good trade. Like I said, I think it wants to at least try to get back up here to the 200 EMA at least. At least. At least. Probably leave a runner up here. And so let's see if we can get that. I mean, at least the first target hit before any form of retracement or something like that, hopefully. Let's look at yesterday, big drop, and it came. Yeah, I saw that yesterday, Alfred. Yeah, that big drop, and then it came all the way back up to rebalance that area from Friday session. And we got that drop. Shit, it was almost to the T almost. I mean, we got that high. I kind of figured they was going to touch that high. But shit, look at that. I mean, this is why looking at the higher time frame and looking at the charts, I mean, look exactly where it rejected at right there. Right there. That's where we got our rejection on the Nasdaq. But at the same time, look at where it found support. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see if this value area high right here at 830 is going to hold. If we get a break of 874, we'll see if 830 is going to hold. But for right now, it looks like 874 is holding. You got your head and shoulders pattern right here. Your two shoulders and your head. So we'll see if it holds for right now. All right, so the one thing that I do see right now, though, is if we get a break of that trend line, we get a trend line break, which we'll see. We'll see if we get that break of a trend line. Obviously that's not it. There we go. It bought right at that trend line. It bought right at that trend line. Don't ever let nobody tell you that chart geometry does not work. It does. You just have to draw it correctly and you'll get the results that you're looking for. All right. Great fucking trade, baby. Great trade. There we go. We got that first target. All right. We got that first one. Let's see if we can get that second one at the 200 EMA. Let's see. Oh. Well, looks like we got that break of that structure right there too. Or where was this coming from? Oh yeah, right there, that low. All right. So we got a break of that structure. We'll see. Yeah, I mean, it would have worked. Wish I saw that before, but you know, I wasn't really paying attention to it. It definitely would have worked. All right. All right. All right, we got that second target hit. Cool. All right. So I'm gonna reduce a lot of my risk on that, obviously. We could see, because I mean the 200 EMA doesn't necessarily, the ES doesn't play about the 200 EMA for real. But I think we can push through that. I think we can push through this. Because but that 880, this actually I might have to take, we might see a rejection at 881 though. Because I'm seeing some higher time frame EMAs. We'll see. Ooh, shit. Yeah, you see, she don't play about that 200 EMA. She don't play about it. Where did it get to? 79. They got the 79. Damn. All right. All right. Well, there it goes. Take your profits. Oh my God. They're hurting my stops. They're hurting my stops. God. God damn. Yeah. Well, she don't play about that 200 EMA. She just doesn't play about it. He does not play about that 200 EMA. So we'll see what happens here. This does look like, I mean, if the bears can get a strong close underneath this trend line right here, then we can definitely see lower prices. But we got that bounce in an area where we expected it to. That's what I'm most proud of. This is why I don't trust anybody when they, well, let me rephrase that. When my emotions trying to tell me that something's not going to happen, but then I obviously see it on the charts. I mean, this stuff is here for a reason. I mean, if dang, they actually came all the way back to that. That's crazy. But anyway, we got a bounce at 861 and we got what, a 20, almost what, an 18-point move right here. An 18-point move on the ES from this area. But all right, guys, we had a good day today. We earned a lot of money. We earned a lot of money today. I did make a mistake here. Where did I make that mistake? Next time, to kind of, I should have paid attention to this. I really should have paid attention to where I had my stop, because it came exactly right where that 888, 889 level. I should have paid attention to that. But if you were allowed to stay in that position, I mean, man, that would have been a very lucrative trade. And we would have ended the day. I mean, this right here would have probably been like an extra 2 or 3K right here if we didn't get stopped out. But we did manage to get that long. So all in all, it's been a decent day. I won't complain about today. We've earned a lot of money today. I think we only took what, two or three losing trades today, but majority of the trades have been winners. I mean, we lost this, or we got stopped out of this trade, but it was a super winner. I almost had to buy into my stops up here, but that was a decent winner right there. I mean, we had a good day, so I'm not going to complain about today. Today was great. But all right, guys, I got to go and prepare for this meeting. We'll definitely come back later on tonight, and we'll definitely earn some more money. And with that said, peace out, everybody.